teams are to hand here, gentlemen. Federico, to you first. Lazio.
Yeah, Marchetti in goal, then it's Basta, Di Vrij, Radu in defence, 4-3-3 I think. Cataldi, Biglia, Parolo in midfield, so Biglia eventually recovered. The first start for Cataldi, he started against Turin, the Coppa Italia. He's one of the products of Lazio Academy, so he did quite well against Napoli.
Coached by Simone Inzaghi, Filippo's brother, Lazio Primavera.
Who's doing really well, won a Coppa Italia as well last year.
James, for Milan.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Big clubs, big history. Lazio and Milan who meet tonight in the Stadio Olimpico. But what's this, James Horncastle? It's back to the future in terms of the kit Lazio will wear tonight.
This is the kit that Lazio will wear tonight and until the end of the season. It's a throwback to 86-87 when they were in Serie B. They were docked 9 points, and this was an era when it was 2 points for a win, but they managed to survive via a relegation playoff. It's a very, very symbolic shirt for the Laziali. I think they call it meno.
Why now, though? Some would say it's very cynical, you know, and again, marketing ruling going into a new year, time for a new jersey.
Actually, 2 days ago was sold out, but they just had 25,000 shirts. They were just gone enough a day. 200,000 euros collected from that. Then they will have new stocks next week. So it's been a massive success. And then it boosted ticket sales as well, because you can see almost 40,000 fans tonight at the Olympic, which is good.
Terrific.
So yeah.
The contrast between then and now, really, is that both of those managers were able to still call upon the likes of Maldini, Costa Curta, Boban, Weah. Poor old Inzaghi hasn't got that luxury, has he?
Lost to Rosenborg at home as well that season. Terrible.
Yeah, they finished 10th and 11th, didn't they, in both those years?
I lost the Coppa Italia final as well following season against Lazio in Rome, so, you know, there is a link there. Also, worst scoring record since 2006-07. I mean, in terms of first half of the season, 27 goals, 19 games, which is not really good, and they haven't scored with a substitute yet. The only team in Serie A, which is quite worrying as well.
The stats were beginning to look an awful lot better for Lazio, weren't they, sort of November, December time? But this little run that they've put together ended in the last 2 weeks. And how much of a setback was it losing to Napoli as they did?
I think it was a big one, because, you know, 6 games unbeaten, and then they lose at Napoli. And I think they deserved at least a draw, because they had good chances with Cavanda, for instance, and I don't know how he wasted that. And then this goal, I think it was totally avoidable. But, you know, I mean, eventually that was it.
I mean, they were really unlucky, as Federico mentioned. Golden opportunity for Cavanda. Parolo hit the bar. They had a couple of penalty opportunities, calls turned down, and they were missing half their team, and yet they only got beaten 1-0.
For the third spot?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you see it in that way, Federico, that they've made that much progress so far under Pioli, in every sense?
Yeah, well, they might try. They might give it a try. And about Klose as well, first game in Serie A he scored against Milan, so it might be like a good omen for him. You never know. But yeah, I mean, there might be contenders for that third place till the end.
And we're almost all set in the Stadio Olimpico, this retro kit for Lazio to start out the home campaign in 2015. Shades of a famous fight back by the club, the kind of spirit that they're looking for to lead them toward the Champions League places, they hope, in the second half of the season. What of Milan? Only 2 wins in the first half of the campaign away from home, Federico.
Exactly, they haven't won since October away. I mean, since that game in Verona where Keisuke Honda was shining, and then they won 3-1. Actually, it's a good news that yesterday Japan got eliminated by the Asian Cup, because at least Honda will be back next weekend. Yeah.
Do you stand by that?
That's true, though. Although I think this goal shows as well his enthusiasm. I mean, Milan's enthusiasm, the approaches of the game, because, you know, in the last 5 league goals they scored, 4 have been scored within the 10th minute, and it just shows, you know, 3 have been scored by Menez, by the way. So it just shows they have an appetite for big games as well, and then these wanes.
I mean, for me, his hold-up play isn't good enough for that position.
Really, yeah, blatant penalty, I think. I don't know how he doesn't really call it. And then, you know, no surprise, Lazio fans were like insulting the referee at the end of the first half. I mean, it just poisoned the atmosphere from the very first minute till the end.
It's Mexes again. I mean, he's pulling him, he's reckless. Again. And what does he attempt for a clearance? A bicycle kick. I mean, what kind of defending is that? Half-time, 2-0 up against Inter, 2-0 up against Roma in the derby. Yeah, they should be two goals at least.
Actually, it's a positive they're losing now, because otherwise they might have relaxed.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree completely.
And we were watching the pictures off-air, Federico. Lazio have been out for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Went to get stuck into them.
They were there waiting for them, like in the arena, so
yes,
bring it on.
Yeah. So Alessio Cerci there. I expect he might come on, try and change things, because he's a very good counter-attacking footballer.
A great win, but it is marred to a degree, Federico, by the injuries. Goalkeeper, centre-back, centre-forward tonight to add to the ones they had already. Are they strong enough to keep it going? Yeah,
true. I mean, they showed that they had unity in face of adversity tonight. Because, you know, I've never seen Marchetti celebrating to the point of the midfield line. Never seen it in the last couple of seasons. And he did, I mean, they were very united tonight. The atmosphere, everything was...
Well, we have to turn to Mex's conduct at the end of this game. Do you think the Italian FA will try to intervene in a very draconian fashion here?
Yeah, well, I'm quite sure they should. And, you know, he probably just can't stand losing against Lazio, being a former Roma player. I remember very well, you know, the atmosphere and derbies when he was on pitch. And then, although this is definitely an overreaction, and you know, it mirrors what is happening at Milan inside, really. Just mirrors the situation, the nervousness. You know, you don't know how long they can stand it for.
It's a disgrace. I mean, when this guy's contract expires, he'll have earned €18 million from Milan. It's a disgrace.
I know it. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Federico and James, really enjoyed your company. We could talk for a lot longer, but we've got to turn our attention next to the FA Cup. Don't forget, it is Arsenal going to Brighton tomorrow, and we reflect next on all the drama here at home on an amazing fourth round day.